Oh man, this game right here. What a doozy of a game this was. Heartbreak again for the Buffalo Bills once again. Coming up short against the Kansas City Chiefs for the third year, against this team. 3 years in a row that they've now gotten out of the divisional round. Two straight home divisional losses. I mean, that shit's just got a sting for this team as a whole. I feel bad for these guys. I've been watching, ESPN, a lot of these different shows on TV that's in the morning, and basically they're giving their own theories and their own opinions as what they thought of the game. And some people are blaming Tyler Bass for missing that 44-yarder, which he should have made, of course. Some people are blaming the ridiculous 4th and 5 call that Sean McDermott called, where I thought was probably the first big mistake that any of the head coaches made in the entire game. The one time somebody finally, blinked in a staring contest, they were like the first. Sean McDermott was like the first person to actually blink and make a mistake. I thought that definitely hurt them a lot. People were talking about the drops by Diggs, of course, and the drop by the other guy. His name is escaping me right now, but the other who was replacing. I don't think it was Shakir. I think it was somebody else that dropped that diving 60-yard bomb by Allen. But if there's one play that I look at in this game that I really pinpoint from watching it, because I watched the whole game live. The one play that really, put a stamp on this game for me, and that's that play, that 2nd and 9 play, when Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills have the ball. They're driving late. There's like less than 2 minutes left in the game. It's 2nd and 9. Josh Allen, the gunslinger, the guy who wants to make the big play, who wants to score. He tries to go to the end zone to Shakir, and he obviously throws it into the dirt. He had a little pressure off the left side, but he throws it into the dirt. Even when the play happened right when it was live, I mean, you see Diggs go in motion, he's wide open. But when you see the all-purpose 22 shot, where you can see from Josh Allen's perspective, the quarterback perspective, you literally see that he has, I don't know if it was Kincaid or Knox, one of their tight ends, he's on an out route, he's wide open. And Diggs, obviously coming across the middle, he's wide open with like 4 or 5 yards of separation. You just, I get it. You're trying to go for the home run shot, but you have to understand. And Dan Orlovsky's been on TV all day trying to defend Josh Allen. I don't understand why. He played a good game, but to act like he didn't make mistakes in that area, like I said, the defense and special teams let them down. The offense did their job for the most part, even though I think they got a little too trigger happy late in the second half because they couldn't stop the Chiefs, so they started really panicking, trying to take big shots, trying to go for it on 4th down. They were getting really aggressive, just trying. But like I was saying, on that play, that's the specific turning point play right there. That defines the season. That defines the championship, or whether or not you could go further in the playoffs. You had, like I said, whoever that tight end is, I'm guessing it was Knox. He was wide open. He had about 2 yards of separation on that out route. People watch the all-purpose 22 film. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see it right here. The Diggs drag is just, that's the one thing that's really I keep revving around my brain. It's like, because if he throws it there, Diggs catches it, worst case scenario maybe it's 3rd down, but the way you look at the play schematically, like, Diggs would have been able to catch it and keep running. He probably would have picked up the 1st down and more and would have been able to get down, because he would have had a blocker out on the edge right there with whatever that tight end was. Tranquil was only was about 3 or 4 yards off in terms of separation. He wasn't close enough to run Diggs down. He wasn't going to run Diggs down. If Josh makes that play, throws it underneath, not only is the clock continuously moving, because the Chiefs would have either had to force them to use a timeout, or the clock would have kept moving. And worst case scenario is, if you keep, if you get that 1st down and continue to run the ball, worst case scenario is you get a 3, you score a field goal, a closer field goal for Tyler Bass, and you guys go to overtime. Or best case scenario is you score a touchdown and you only leave a little bit of time left on the clock for Mahomes. And this isn't like 2021 or 2020, 2019 where you got Tyreek Hill and you got other pieces and you're a little younger, where you had the confidence. Even though I love Mahomes, and it wouldn't shock me if he would have been able to do something regardless, but I'd be more confident with like 20-some seconds on the clock with a 4-point lead, giving the ball to Mahomes now than you would be in the past, especially at home. But I digress. Like I said, I just wanted to come over here and give my a little 2 cents on it, because I've seen everybody is having their opinions about why the Bills lost. I mean, they lost because of special teams and defense, but let's not act like and blow it out of proportion and act like Josh Allen played a picture-perfect game. Like, that's just not the case. And when you look to the offseason for the Bills, I mean, I don't even know where you go from here. You're going to lose some pieces like Micah Hyde. I think he might be gone. You know, a couple other pieces. Gabe Davis is probably gone, like, because their salary cap situation is kind of a mess. Who knows if Diggs even comes back? He's obviously the number one receiver, but like the way he played in the second half of this season and in the playoffs, I mean, do you think about making a change there? You know, I know Sean McDermott's a really, really good coach, but I mean, he keeps running into these walls where he just does not coach a good game from start to finish against these elite teams in the playoffs, and it's just eventually, what do you do? Do you start over and say, you know what, we're just gonna have to start over with a new thought process when it comes to the head coaching position, or do you continue to chug along with the same guy? You know, he's a good coach, but you know, at the end of the day, you keep hitting the same wall. Like, eventually, you're gonna have to do something differently to try to get over that wall. You know, but I digress. It's gonna be a long off season for them. You know, this was gonna sting for them for a long time, for a while, until kickoff for the next season starts. I mean, it's just, I feel bad for them. You know, even though I didn't pick them to win, I thought it would be a close game, and it was a close game. I almost got the prediction of the score correct. I was a little bit off, but that's really how I saw the game going in terms of how close it would be. I knew it would be a close game, but I digress. Patrick Mahomes, once again, back in his 6th AFC Championship game. I mean, the dude is becoming inevitable. It feels like every year. It's going to be interesting in Baltimore. I see everybody's, the odds makers are saying, you know, the Ravens got I think -3 right now. They're the betting favorites. All I'm going to say is, when it comes to playing against Mahomes, bro, you got to play picture perfect. And even in that Ravens-Texans game, Lamar played he played a great game himself, but I don't think the team as a whole played great. You know, I thought the Texans O-line, I didn't think DeMeco Ryans played coached well at all. I thought he coached a terrible game, in my opinion, from winning the coin toss to not deferring so you get the ball to start the second half, to the O-line issues that they had in their game. It's just, the Ravens, they're gonna have to play their best. It's gonna be a very good matchup. I think this was the better matchup anyway. The Ravens are gonna have to play a picture perfect game defensively to win this game. You know, they're gonna have to really fool Mahomes pre-snap and really make it hard on him. Keep Kelsey down in terms of his stats, in terms of yards and catches. You know, you can't let him have a big day. I can't wait. This is going to be an interesting game. I can't wait to really break this down and get my prediction in the days to come. It'll be coming soon. But like I said, when it pertains to this game, once again, it's sad. You know, I see how sad Josh Allen was in the press conference. I mean, heartbroken, of course. He didn't have his jersey off yet because I guarantee in his mind, he just didn't feel like he was going to be going home this early. He thought this would be the year, you know. Everybody made it a huge deal about, you know, the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes playing his first road playoff game. But at the end of the day, when you're dealing with an all-time great at that all-time status, that shit don't matter to him. You know, I'm going to come in here and try to execute and play my best football. And he always that's the difference between all-time greats and okay players, you know, is that all-time greats, they step their game up in the playoffs when it matters most. You know, they step it up to a high level. So, you know, I hate it for, like I said, I hate it for Allen. I hate it for all the Buffalo fans that were crying. It fucking sucks, you know. But to each his own. I digress. We'll see what happens in the years to come and next year when it comes for Buffalo. I can't wait till next week, though. This is going to be an interesting championship weekend. So that's all I got. Y'all guys take it easy. Until next time, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn post notifications on to get more videos. That's it. That's all. Y'all take it easy. And as always, until we meet again.